Hello, this is Kensley. Welcome to Eco Tarot. I'm so excited about doing the polarities today. This reading is for Taurus and Scorpio, which are polar opposites. And I liked the idea of working with the polar opposites because it's the dualities of the of astrology. It's looking at two patterns of consciousness and understanding both the shadows and gifts of each sign kind of mirrors each other. And in Taurus and Scorpio, so they both together they're of the yin energy. They're a bit stubborn. They're loyal though. They're very creative. They seek security and control. They're patient, sensual, and possessive. But Taurus is all about form, and Scorpio is all about transformation. And so Taurus seeks that sensuality and that security within the five senses. Whereas Scorpio seeks that security and sensuality in a very highly spiritual way. And what I like is that they both can teach each other lessons. Taurus can teach Scorpio to embrace serenity and groundedness, whereas Scorpio can teach Taurus how to adapt through regeneration and opening up of the third eye. So I thought it would be great to do a reading. It's been a long time since I've done readings, but you know, I'm not going to do something if I'm not called to do it. And had a lot of stuff going on and wanted to get all that organized before I kind of got inspired again. So I think, I don't know if it's going to be the Taurus side of things versus the Scorpio side of things. I think it's going to be just two parts to a whole. And we need to take it as that, whether it's yin and yang, whether it's just this duality of life. But one part is the canary spirit, sing your own song, and dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. You know, sing your own song. Canaries are very, their original thoughts. They're trying to embrace your originality. But I'm also very thoughtful of the canary in terms of historical reference and how they were really the sacrificial lambs of coal mining. You know, send in the canary, they die. You know that there's something wrong. And so it's the ones that's kind of a sacrificial lamb type energy as well. The dragonfly spirits, truth transcends illusion. Speaking to an understanding of, you know, when I sometimes fill in the truth or what my truth is to a situation when I don't know the whole story, and I make up something in my head to fit in the gaps, and that's not necessarily true. It's not the whole picture, and I probably sometimes will never get the whole picture of a situation that I want to know about. And it's about that's the illusion, is that the illusion is that you can put it in you can justify it in your head and try to make it understand it, and a lot of those times it turns out that you feel like it's all about you. You feel like, well, I didn't do this or I didn't do that, and that's why this happened. And it's not. And I think truth regardless of whether you know it or not, is there. And you have to be able to sit with it, sit with the unknown. And I don't know why I really got that out of Truth Transcends Illusion, but I think it's the illusion that we put upon ourselves, I think, and truth is always going to trump that. And so for this energy, I received the Empress, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands from reverse, and from the vice versa tarot deck. And then coupled with the Tower, the Anima, and the Sun, that's a Lenormand, that's, well, my personal deck that I drew, and I'm now very bonded to it, so I'm gonna go with it. And what I see, honestly, is, so you've got this whole sacrificial canary energy coupled with this unknown truth, this illusionary truth. And to me, what that is, it's like you are someone in this scenario doesn't know why something happened, and they feel like their love was sacrificed. They were the sacrificial lamb. They were the canary in the coal mine. They were not able to sing their song, speak their truth, and were kind of thrown under the bus. That's what I feel like this energy is. It's kind of a feeling of being thrown under the bus. And then you have this coupled with this Empress in the Tower. Tower does not mean in Lenormand the same it means in tarot. It's authority, ego, loneliness, solitude, arrogance. So it's a very isolated, up in your tower, high up in your tower, almighty, but isolated kind of feeling. And that kind of couples with this Empress card, which is, this energy together is like, I normally think of the Empress as this warm, energetic, grounded, loving, motherly energy. But when you couple it with the Tower, it's kind of like that plus rigidity and unwilling to that you're lonely in your badassness, maybe. Yeah, because she's the Queen of Queens, and it's like you're pretty lonely there. And you've got all of that awesome authority and power and ultimate femininity. Sorry, my cat. Sweetie, get down. And but it's very, very lonely in your awesomeness. Yeah. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles and the Anima, which is woman, the female in this scenario. So this is definitely the female version, the yin of the situation, the feminine version. And it's coupled with this 10 of Pentacles, and it makes sense because this is a very feminine energy. And it's like you're seeking this this life of happiness, of the whole picture. And it's just yet it's very isolating. You haven't gotten there yet. You feel like you've been thrown under the bus. And maybe this is not where you want it to be. And then you've got the Eight of Wands and the Sun. And I think of this as very, very wonderful energy. Action, communication. It might be the reverse side of this, where there's some storms to weather, but Pegasus is here. And the Sun is, you know, happiness, success, victory, power, truth, warmth. And if you think about it, I think if you can sit with the unknown and understand that your truth transcends the illusion that you make up in your head, you might be able to manifest this happiness for yourself, or something else might come in and provide this. But I think you need to be on the vibration that is required to do so. And that's not feeling so on your high horse. You're amazing, badass goddess, but you can only do so much if you're on this isolation. And I don't see any, I see the only masculine figure in this section is the man in the Ten of Pentacles. And usually it's with, a couple and a grandparent of some sort and children, and yes, a dog, but it's much more family oriented instead of just by themselves. I feel this is a very, actually, I think this is a very sad version of the Ten of Pentacles. I think it's a very isolated version of the Ten of Pentacles, that you feel that you're feeling that you're this badass person, but nothing but your dog to show for it, that loves you. No one but your dog loves you. And so I think you have to, it's not just appreciate your own song and, evoke your own truth. It's because that's kind of where it got you in the first place. This is very, yeah, you're so badass, but you're alone. Is it really that awesome? You're so badass, but you're alone. Is it really that awesome? And that's the female in this for sure. Whatever female is in your scenario here. So the key is in here. Letting go, understanding that there is illusion in this world, that you just don't always know the real truth. And maybe sitting with that and owning that and understanding that it's not, you don't have to fill in the blanks. And I think, I don't know, I think either that will bring in wonderful communication and happiness, or that will allow you to speak your own truth. So with the other end of things, the other part of this duality, you've got the turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race, and wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. And I think this turtle spirit is very, very ancient. Turtles have not evolved for millions of years. They've been around since the dinosaurs, especially sea turtles. They're endangered. They're amazing creatures. And yeah, slow and steady wins the race. There needs to be some, and wasp, sometimes life stings. Man, ooh. Okay. And so the lesson here immediately to me is slow your stinking roll. Yeah, there's some pain in life. Okay, so this is immediately followed by the Hermit from behind, the Wheel of Fortune from behind, and the Six of Pentacles from the forward position. And that's supplemented by the Star, the Coffin, and the Cross. So Scorpio. This might just be the Scorpio reading right here. The Star, the Coffin, and the Cross from the Lenormand deck. And okay, so I think slow and steady wins the race. You've gotten burned, you've gotten stung. Perhaps you were too fast in something, and there's been a timeout. This is a timeout that's divinely driven, I think. Spirituality, dreams, hope, optimism, progress to goals is the Star in the Lenormand. I think this timeout is divinely driven. And look, this is the reverse. So he's seeing, you know, in the forward position, he's only looking at the what's directly in front of him. He doesn't see beyond the light, but in the reverse, he absolutely sees beyond. And the moon, which is the symbol from the moon card, is out. Like, this is literally the lady from the moon card. And it's like it's shining a light on what was unknown before. You know, the moon card is shadow, it's secrets. Yet I think there's illumination and understanding what was unknown before. And you've got your two companions, the dog from the Fool card, and actually, so it's the wolf and the dog from the moon as again. That dog shows up a lot. And oh my God, is he also in here? Oh my God. Just as an old dog instead of the young pup. Wow, that's kind of cool. Can you see that? So yeah, I think there's this companion with you throughout and maybe these are two stages of your life. I don't know. So let's move forward. The Coffin and the Wheel of Fortune from behind. And I love this card because it's the Magician standing over this Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune this is from the forward position. This is from the reverse. And he's like, no bitch, I'm gonna make my own fortune. I'm gonna manifest my own fortune and my own ways. And oh, this is the death of that. This is ending, dying, and loss. And I love the Lenormand because it's literal. You know, it's not like tarot where when you get the death card, it's like, oh, but you die, but you're reborn. And it's like, no, this is just done. Ending, dying, loss. That's it. But it's the end of you trying to take control of your own destiny. Ooh, wow. That is exactly what this is. Stop with it all. Stop. Go slow. You need to slow your roll because you need to stop trying to control your own destiny. And that's exactly what this Magician is trying to do, is control his own destiny. And then you have the Six of Pentacles and the Cross from the Lenormand. And the Cross is duty, conviction, suffering, burden, intolerance, and dogma. I think of the Six of Pentacles normally as like this balance and generosity card, and you know, this typically in the Rider-Waite's, the man is giving either food or money to people who need it. And so it's balancing that, and it's very generous. But I look at this combination as there is such burden in trying to take care of others. You feel like there's the weight of the world trying to take care of the, you know, your village, your family. And there's this absolute burden associated with it. And so I think from this lesson, it truly is, you have to understand that everything happens for a reason. You cannot try to control what the outcome is going to be. You have to understand that these burdens are a part of life, and that they are, there's good in here. And I really do see that this timeout and this turtle is all about reflection and understanding and healing, and that takes time. And within that time, there's progress to your goals. There's hope and optimism. And so together, I'm very curious. You know, Scorpio teaches Taurus about life through adaptation through regeneration. Adaptation. Wow. Adaptation through regeneration. And I think, and then Taurus teaches Scorpio to embrace serenity and groundedness. And with, I don't know, this Empress card is extremely grounding. This Ten of Pentacles card is extremely grounding. And so I kind of feel that this side was Taurus and this side was Scorpio. Definitely with the Death card. But I definitely see that the lessons learned here are that you cannot do this alone. And that's what, oh man, yeah. Think about this. This is a burden of taking care of something alone. Absolutely. All of this, it's this burden of this isolation of awesomeness. But if you don't have family, friends, a loved one, romantic or family, you know, not a platonic, if you don't have someone to share with that, it's going to feel very isolating and alone, and you need to give up the control, because this is you need to be slow about this and focused, and yeah, I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, but I think it's fascinating how this turned out. Anyways, have a good rest of the week, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Love you.